Okay, so yeah, hi everyone. So we are just here today with two Malabar locals at the Malabar Sculpture Festival. We're here with Chappie and Kenny. I've got a few questions to them about what life in the bush was like, well, is and was like. So I think we'll just start off with just going into a bit about your background. So so where did you come from exactly?
Me? Oh, Stonehenge actually.
Is
Just
this
down the road,
Yeah.
kilometres, 100 k's there. 160.
Understand?
Yeah.
Very nice. And what about yourself? Where did you come
I
from?
came from Richmond, Queensland. I came here as a drover, droving cattle and sheep. Yep.
Gotcha. Yep. Just want to also go into a little bit about what your childhood was like, your upbringing. So, was it a good upbringing? Good childhood, or
Upbringing?
yeah,
No, well, pretty good life really. There was no power, no water, no car. But apart from that, yeah, I've had a good upbringing, mate. But then we shifted into, we was out in the property and went into Stonehenge, and well, they actually had water then, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
No electricity or anything. So.
yeah. When was this exactly? When you?
About 1955, 56, I think, was when we moved in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it might have been a bit later because Mum tried to teach us with correspondence them days, but we had too much to do,
Yeah.
so she couldn't teach us, so we had to go to school.
Yeah. And what about yourself? What was your upbringing like?
My upbringing was quite good. I left home when I was 9 years old and went working for a while, went back home again, then I left home when I was 12 years old and went working in the cattle camps down at Stonehenge. And I was working exactly for Ken's father. Yeah. But that was good. Upbringing was good, yeah. No problems, no school. Good.
That's good. So you did mention it was around when you were 9 you started working, but when exactly did you start working?
Me, I never started work till I was 15.
So you're 15. And what were your jobs like at that time?
I started off in Charleville and working at a petrol depot, and I was there for a while. And my old dad said, "You're a bodgy, get out of town." I went out on the property, and it was okay. Then I went driving and all the rest of it, you know. So, but yeah, I didn't like. Look, I didn't mind the station work, but I couldn't see no future in it for me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, obviously that's finished. Yeah, we did the job for you. Okay, so now, like nowadays, what does an average day working in the bush look like for the both of you?
Oh, I still go and do a bit of work, you know, sort of it's changed a lot, hasn't it? It was all horses and motorbikes and four-wheelers and buggies. Yeah, I think it's a lot easier actually.
Yeah. And what about for you? What does an average day working look like for you?
Well, I was all good with the stock work and that, and I was truck driving as well, so I had a good mixture of both. And, you know, I've been away to the city once, that was to a doctor, and I don't ever want to go back there again. So the West is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. What do you like about working in the bush exactly?
Oh, well, in the cool weather it might be alright. I don't think I like it in the hot weather. So
Yeah.
I'm not long, I've been back here 7 years, but I got away from the station work and built machinery, so yeah.
Yeah.
But, I like it now.
Yeah.
But when I was a young fella, I didn't. You know, I mean, had too many buck jumpers, Chappie, didn't he?
Been there, done that yet?
Yeah.
There was a radio every morning. Yeah. I think old Billy had about 120 head of horses at one part of the day.
Yeah.
And then what about you? What do you like about working in the bush?
Oh, I just like the scenery of the bush and stock work, and everybody that I've worked with over the years have all been good people, good to mix with, and they're there to help you if you needed help.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. This one, you guys have kind of already, I suppose, said your opinions on this, but what do you think about the city?
No, I've lived in cities, mate, worked there for a long time. I don't mind little cities, but as far as the capital cities and stuff like that, I don't want to go near them.
Yeah.
Too much pollution.
Yeah. Fair enough. And then staying with you as well.
Yeah, virtually, yeah.
Yeah, I've actually.
I
my
don't want to go back there again, ever.
Yeah, my aunt told me she had to do a deal with you to get you to go for a health checkup, I believe it
Yeah.
was. Okay, so next question is just so how have things in the bush changed over time? Like, do you think things have been easier or harder?
It's got a lot easier, mate. Yeah. No, I said before, you know, it was all horse work and big properties and, now there's motorbikes and four-wheelers and buggies and, I think it's a lot easier anyway.
Yeah, with technology changing
Yeah,
over time, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot easier, mate.
Yeah, no, technology's taken over from the good days.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than the horse days.
Yeah.
You work your stock, you learn about stock, you learn about your country and everything.
Yeah.
With motorbikes and that, you learn about nothing, just get up and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to have some knowledge of work and stock, but you can't follow them as well as you did on horseback.
Yeah.
Because you read your country, you read your stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like reading a magazine. You didn't start at the bottom, you started at the top and read all your way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I suppose, skipping some knowledge
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
technology now, yeah.
Even when I was truck driving, truck driving wasn't as good as driving because you're going too fast too.
Yeah.
And it was a different story altogether.
Yeah. Just have one last question here. It's a nice and simple one. It's also a bit, I suppose, assuming on my part, since I'm not actually from the bush myself, I'm kind of assuming that work in the bush is quite exhausting and exhaustive, like quite tiring to kind of deal with sometimes. What kind of things do you enjoy doing in your spare time that kind of takes that, I suppose, lets you relax a little bit from that exhaustion?
Sleep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, I've been pretty lazy lately. I've usually got a garden growing and that sort of thing. But
Yeah.
I like fishing and all that sort of outdoor stuff.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, collecting stones and I've been out opal mining and sapphire mining and all that sort of thing. That's what I really like.
Yeah. And what about for you? What kind of things do you do in your spare time?
Retirement for me now is trying to be a gardener.
Yeah.
That keeps me pretty busy.
Yeah.
And after that, sit on the lawn of an evening and have a quiet beer.
Sounds like a life.
It is the life.
Yeah.
Without a wife. So there you go.
Very nice. Well, no, I think that's actually all we had for today. Look, thank you for coming along. Thank you for answering these questions.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you.